Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So before I get into this video, I would like to say, if you're new around here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule, that's for you to verify everything that you learn, whether it's here on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. That should be a rule of life. So getting into the video, this is going to be about an article that I've been meaning to bring to you all because it's important, but I've been skipping over it. But it's about a news article that was released, and I didn't bring it to you all previously. It's imperative that you all know what's going on, especially if you're an American Express card holder, because this news does impact you. But before I get into that, I would like to touch on a few things over here at this Water Your Soil channel. So we're coming up on the holidays, and we're coming up on Christmas. It's going to be New Year soon. And in 2025, there are going to be people who come to this space, and they're going to be seeking out information for credit cards, and they're going to be seeking out information on how they can increase their credit score. And there's going to be a surplus of information for them to go and decide whether they want to take it in and apply it or they want to push it to the side. But I just want to take out the time to give a shout out to my fellow content creators in this credit card space. There are not a lot of us. I'm expecting it to grow as time go on. I'm sure there will be more content creators that get into the credit card space in 2025. But I would like to shout out all of my fellow content creators who do get on here and you post and you make videos, because it takes a lot to make these videos. Not only are you staring into a camera talking to strangers, you're also editing these videos, or you're sending them to get edited, and you have to come up with a theme or a concept for every video that you do. So salute to you all. One thing that I want to touch on real quick before I get into the news article is I want to say I've been on Instagram, and oftentimes on Instagram I come across influencers, and I'll see that they're either sponsored by American Express, they're an ambassador for American Express, or they're an ambassador for Chase or Capital One. And a lot of these influencers don't have anything to do with credit cards or credit scores. They're just simply influencers, and maybe they're a vlogger, or they're into fashion, or they're a food vlogger or something like that. And it leads me to wonder why American Express, Chase, Capital One doesn't really come over to this space and get a lot of the content creators who oftentimes talk about those cards and oftentimes talk about the great rewards. And I can only imagine how many people have signed up for an American Express or a Chase or a Capital One just based off of coming to see the videos that are in the YouTube credit card space. And it always made me wonder why an American Express or a Capital One or a Chase or Citi, whoever, don't reach out to YouTubers. I'm not saying that they don't, but I don't see a lot of it, to be brand ambassadors. Now, maybe some YouTubers wouldn't want to be brand ambassadors because they feel like that'll be a conflict of interest, and I understand that. However, it's just surprising to me that it's not done more often. I know you have people like the Points Guy and people like that, and I'm sure they get offered ambassadorship, but I'm really surprised that those banks don't reach out to YouTubers and content creators in this YouTube space to actually be ambassadors for their cars. But nonetheless, salute to my fellow content creators. I just wanted to give you all a salute, and hopefully you all out there who are watching continue to support every content creator on YouTube that is in this space, because a lot goes into making these videos, whether you agree with what they say and how they present or not. A lot goes into these videos. But anyways, getting into the video. So this news article is in regard to American Express. And as I stated earlier, it impacts all American Express card holders. This news article was posted by CNBC, and it was actually posted last month. As I stated, I'm a little bit late getting into the article. It's still new around here, so I'm calling it a new news article. So let's get right into it, all right? It says 99% of merchants in the U.S. who accept credit cards now take American Express. The most recent Nielsen report found that 10.6 million U.S. merchant locations accepted American Express at the end of 2019. And as I stated, I'm a little bit late on this article. This was posted November 18, 2024, so I'm almost a month late, but nonetheless, I'm bringing it to you all, and my goal on YouTube is to bring you all the news. I'm sure all of you out there didn't come across this news, so that's why I'm bringing it to you all. But some of you may be wondering and saying, hey, that's really not newsworthy, but it is newsworthy because if you're an American Express card holder, you relate to it. A couple of years ago, I was at a store and I left my other credit cards at home. I only had my American Express Platinum card on me, and I wanted to get something. And then I get to the register ready to check out, and they stated that they didn't accept American Express. And I was shocked because up until that point, people had always accepted American Express, but they stated that they didn't accept American Express. Now, with Discover, I was used to going somewhere and people saying they didn't accept Discover, but that was a first for me when someone said they didn't accept American Express. So this is good news to hear that 99% of U.S. businesses now accept American Express. As I stated, it not only impacts me, it impacts you as well if you are an American Express card holder. So let's get further into it. It says, it may seem like a minor issue, but it can be rather annoying when you pull out an American Express card to pay for your dry cleaning only to have the store owner tell you they only accept Visa or MasterCard. But this issue is becoming much less common in recent years. The most recent Nielsen report, a leading credit card industry resource, found that 99% of credit card accepting merchants in the U.S. can now accept Amex. This is a significant change from just 5 years ago. Amex has increased merchant acceptance from 3.7 million in 2014 to 10.6 million U.S. merchant locations at the end of 2019, which is the same as Discover. In comparison, Visa and MasterCard were accepted at 10.7 million U.S. locations in 2019. Last year, almost 1 million new U.S. locations began accepting Amex. It says, quote unquote, American Express cards, whether personal, co-brand, small business, or corporate, now have even greater utility because our card members can use them with more confidence in more places. Henry Williams, Group President of Global Merchant and Network Services at American Express, said in a press release. Now, this was updated November 18, 2024. And I just find it interesting that they also stated what I stated when they said it may seem minor, but it's not. And this is important. This is for the U.S., by the way. This isn't for when you travel abroad or go to other countries. This is strictly in the U.S. But it is important because, as you know, 99% is right there at 100%. But it's important because one of the worst things ever is only having your American Express cards with you. And some of you may only have a credit card with American Express. But when you only have your American Express card with you and you get to a register, you're excited because you're checking out and you got whatever you were looking for. And they tell you, hey, we don't accept American Express. Your pockets are empty because you don't have any of your other credit cards, nor do you have your debit cards. And that can be a headache. So this is good news to all American Express credit card holders. And it's not only a win for the credit card holders of American Express, it's also a win for American Express itself because this actually helps American Express not only retain more credit card holders, it also helps them get more credit card holders now that people will know that American Express is accepted at 99% of businesses in the U.S. That will actually help them a great deal. So it may seem small and minor to some of you all, but it's news and it's important for you all to know because if I took a guess, a lot of you probably didn't know that they are accepted at 99% of merchants. And some of you probably like, hey, I already knew that. That would be common sense. But obviously it's not, because if it was, the numbers that are in this report wouldn't be what they were from 2014 to 2019. And as always on this channel, I'm always going to make it my business to seek out news and to bring the news to you all, whether people are a fan of it or not. It's something that I feel the need to do in order to keep educating you all and keeping you informed with what's really going on out there. But I just wanted to share this news article with you all. I appreciate every single one of you for all of the support you have shown towards this channel in 2024. This channel has grown so much. My overall views on this channel are close to eclipsing 1.3 million, and I couldn't have done it without you all, without your support, without you sharing my content, without you commenting and participating in my polls. There's so much support that has been going on with this channel in 2024. And so far, since I've been on YouTube, 2024 was the biggest year for Water Your Soil. So I really do appreciate every single one of you, because you all have helped this channel grow and you continue to help this channel grow. So I appreciate you for sharing the content. If you want to share it, be sure to share it and put more people up on this channel. But we're going to keep things moving and continue to educate people. As I stated, the new year is right around the corner. I expect more new people to come around and learn about credit cards and credit scores, and you could continue to pay it forward and help other people as well and put them onto my channel as well as other content creators in this space. But anyways, if you're new around here and you feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications, that way you don't miss a future video, because I post often. That's clicking on the bell and selecting all. Also, this goes to every single one of you, my subscribers included. Be sure to hit the like button. It literally takes a second to hit the like button. That's the way of letting the algorithm know you support this video and this channel. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you for taking out the time to watch this video. This is Water Your Soil, and I'm out. Hey, what's going on? This is Nell from Water Your Soil. So as someone who went from a 549 credit score all the way up to the 800s, I decided to share the same information that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. This book is titled Strategies to Master Credit. I put everything in this book, everything that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. All of the information is in this book. So I want you all to purchase this book. A lot of you have already purchased it, but it's available currently right now on Amazon.com and also MasterCreditBook.com. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. You want this book. It has all the information needed in order for you to go from poor credit to excellent credit, or just simply maintain your good or excellent credit score. So get the book ASAP. And if you want something more in depth, you could take the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. It's more in depth. There are actually chapters in this course, and it walks you through basically how FICO credit scores come about and how they're determined. And really, once you learn how FICO scores come about and the concept of credit scores, then you're pretty much on your way to either going from poor credit to good credit, or just maintaining a good or excellent credit score. So if you want something more in depth, I have the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. All right.